Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome back to part 48 of the Elden Ring full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we're going to go through an area called Mohgwyn Palace, which is right over here. It's in the underground. We have not yet uncovered this part of the map. It is the final piece of the underground map to uncover in the game. There are two methods of reaching Mohgwyn Palace. The offline method is to adventure through the game, through the Consecrated Snowfields, and then there is a teleporter right around here to take, which is the way we're going to do it. The online method, or it's not an either or, you can do both, but the online method transports you directly to the boss. And in order to do that, you started at the beginning of the game when you first meet Varre on the first step, just outside of the Fringe Folk Hero's grave. After you kill Godric, it's either kill Godric or just reach Liurnia, he moves to the church, the Crimson Church, which I think is right here. I guess maybe I haven't been there. Yeah, I guess I'll show you his location. That's weird. I don't know why I haven't been there yet. Okay, let's do that. So I'll just show you where he goes, and then I'll explain as we go. All right, so we have a Rivers of Blood plus 10. We're level 150 with 60 Vigor, 26 Mind, 35 Endurance, 16 Strength, 50 Dex, 9 Intelligence, 8 Faith, 25 Arcane. Using the Briar set, I also have a Brass Shield leveled up to plus 19. Briar set, my Talismans, 14 Flasks leveled up to 12. Flask of Wondrous Physic has a Crimson Crystal tier and an Opaline Bubble tier. And I have Black Knife Teak leveled up to plus 10. All right, let's take a quick trip to Liurnia and go to that church that I mentioned. Very surprised that I didn't do this. I mean, I didn't plan on doing his quest, but I figured I would have at least shown you. All right. Back through the temple quarter. At least I think this is the way. I know that the church is in the river. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Weird. Apologies for never showing this to you, but this church here is, I think it's called the Crimson Church or the Rosethorn Church or something like that. Anyway, when you get here, there's going to be some sort of invasion that happens. Yep, there he is. So this guy is like a disciple of Mohg. Kind of interesting. He poses a much bigger threat the first time you're here. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 12 is here. Very sorry for not showing this to you. And then Varre is white, right outside. White Mask Varre. So if you speak to him here, okay, we visited him. We just never walked into the church. That was the problem. Anyway, White Mask Varre is here. So, he gives you some fingers to use. These right here, the Festering Bloody Fingers. I think he gives you 3 of them, and what you need to do is just have 3 successful invasions. You don't need to kill your opponents, you just need to successfully invade. And then after you do that 3 times, you can speak with him, and then he will give you the invitation to Mohgwyn Palace. And he will just sort of teleport you to the boss. Turns out that he is a acolyte of Mohg, the Lord of Blood. But since we are playing offline, we are going to go the regular method. And this, to me, is a better method because it allows us to... It allows us to see the entire area rather than just skip it. That said, if you do go the White Mask Varre route, you can just backtrack. That is one way to do it. So let's put a marker over here. The teleporter somewhere in that general vicinity. Okay. Back through the Yellow Annex ruins. You want to be careful because there will be a rune bear scratching up a tree here. You don't want to disturb him if you can help it. Yep, there he is. Oh, I guess he's asleep at night. That makes a lot of sense. There's an invasion here? Who? Who wants to smoke? Sanguine Noble. That makes sense. This is basically the guy that we just killed in the Rose Church, but he's going to be a lot harder. Oh no, he's got double Reduvia. This is a different guy. Oh no. Yikes. Yeah, eat that. Shit. Oh my god. He's gonna bleed soon. There he is. There you go. Okay. That's the Sanguine Noble. You get the Sanguine Noble hood, robe, and waistcloth. Oh, he is scratching up a tree. Look at him. I knew it wasn't crazy. Who was that? Well, anyway. Hood of dyed black cloth featuring gold embroidery, worn by nobles who serve the Lord of Blood. Known to strike from pools of blood, these assassins or missionaries come to share the gospel of accursed blood. The grand metallic pattern on the shoulder is a signifier of the noble rank they intend to claim upon the advent of the new dynasty they are working to install. Oh, is another bear moving. Okay. Got it. Okay, so there is a treasure up here. We're going to grab that. We're basically going to aggro the bear and just keep moving. Oh, never mind. He ignored us. Okay. So there's a treasure here, and it's overlooking the teleporter that we need. And notice that the teleporter is like covered in a red kind of, I don't know, just covered in red. And there's an Albinauric here just staring at it. All right. So it's covered in blood. And now we travel to another location. Super dark cave. Go ahead and light a lamp. Welcome to Mohgwyn Palace. So, Mohgwyn Palace is the other part of Schiefer River that we have basically stared at since more or less the beginning of the game. So there's a site of grace here. Let's go ahead and light that. All right. So here we are. The other side. I just realized I started recording this at 7 o'clock on 4th of July, which means that you may hear fireworks in the background, although it's still very sunny here in Los Angeles. All right. So from here, what we can do is just ride past these crazy Albinaurics who are now drenched in blood. Yep, there go the cops. All right, we have treasure here. It's not that it's not worth killing these guys. It's just that the problem is, as you're about to see, is that they can really put you in a corner. So we get the blood tax, somber 9. Okay. There's another cave over here with a glovewort. Swarm of flies incantation. Very good blood magic here. I mean, you can see we're literally just in a river of blood. There's no sugarcoating it. Gold rune 13, smithing stone 6. Okay, so we have a bit of a choice. If we come over here, nice, smithing stone 7. I actually needed one of those. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run through here as best we can. We are not really gonna waste any time because there are 3 or 4 red Albinaurics that are summoning these giant skeletons out of the ground, very similar to Tibia Mariners. So what we want to do is we want to carefully avoid them. And then come up here. And this is the Mohgwyn Dynasty Mausoleum. And this is the final map piece of the game. This is the map of Mohgwyn Palace. And there's a site of grace up here for us. Okay. There you go. It's complete. Now the banner says Schiefer River. It's complete. Okay. We are not done by any stretch. The reason I came over here was literally just to get the map. This way it became easier to see. So what we're going to do is now we're going to start picking off these guys. They're quite powerful, and their friends are still going to be summoning skeletons. So we need to be very, very careful how we go about it. To be very deliberate. All right, so there's one over there, and then there's one in the bush over here. Let's rush this guy. I don't know what caused one to die there. Take this guy head on. Try to kill him before the skeleton starts casting. Good. And then there's a 4th one over here. Fucking never mind. Maybe it's after it takes enough damage? I'm a little confused. Anyway. Now this area is safe, okay? Not completely safe, just safe enough. Alright. Alright, so from here, kind of backtrack along here. Oops. And then now we're back in this giant river of blood. It's more like a pool of blood than a river of blood, but we're back. We are back in the New York groove. Okay. When you see these big throngs of Albinauric, I really recommend just getting what you're trying to get and bounce. Don't try to deal with all of them. It's just not worth it. They drop aggro pretty easy. Okay. So once we go through here, we're going to be invaded. However, it's not a one-time invasion. It's going to happen several times. Yeah, for some reason the Briar armor stops them. I don't really get it, but it's nice that it does. Now, I realize I said before, when you're trying to get a treasure, just get in and get out. However, because we're trying to not be invaded, or because we're trying to survive an eventual invasion, doing your... Oh, there he is. Doing your best to thin the herd is a good idea. The other one's about to start doing the same thing. Shit. Okay, great. Unfortunately, this place counts as a legacy dungeon. And as such, we don't get flask replenishment. Okay. So once we start heading into here, we're going to get dismounted. And then you'll notice there are some buzzards in the area. So before you venture too far in, just get dismounted and wait for the invasion. Like I said before, there are multiple invasions that happen in this area. So just because you deal with one does not mean that you are safe. All the white masks use blood magic. They really dig Swarm of Flies. Great. Alright, that's one. Now, what you can try to do is aggro a buzzard. We went the wrong way on that menu. Should really level these things up. Go ahead and aggro a buzzard. These things do deal absolute metric tons of damage, so you need to be careful. However, they bleed easily. They are like the ones out in Caelid. But they are deadly. Alright. I do recommend having your beast repellent torch out because there are a number of blood dogs here. This is probably going to aggro the buzzard. Hello? Can you please jump? Holy shit. God damn it. Like I said, they mete out damage like you would not believe. Probably dead. I have no idea where anything is. And there's definitely a fucking dog behind me. God, this place sucks. Dude, please calm the fuck down. Okay, that's at least one dog. Cool, I got a flask replenishment, I guess, from maybe the dog. Nice. Okay, great. Now I can just focus on this goddamn thing. Whew. What? Where the hell are you? Maybe this part doesn't count as a legacy dungeon. Maybe it's just up the stairs. Okay. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it coming. Whoa! I've never seen that before. Jesus Christmas. Okay. That was exciting. I've never seen that before. Okay. So there's another invasion. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take out our beast repellent torch. We're going to come up on this rock and attempt to kill these dogs real quick because the invasion's going to happen over here. Clearing it out slowly but surely. There's the invasion. Oh! Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that was crazy, dude. Okay, there's another way in there. Wow. All right, so if we go back to the entrance, you can see our bloodstain right there. And so we can hook a hard left here. Wow, I can't believe that happened. Uh-oh. Cool. All right, that's the second and final invasion. At least I think it's only 2. I'm not feeling it might be 3, but we'll see. All right, there's a couple items over here that we got to grab. There is a third. Son of a bitch. I don't know why this didn't happen earlier. What? Nope. Bad. Here comes the Mr. Buzzard. I was mashing. Alright. Get the white mask. War Surgeon set. Let's see what this says. Bloodstained, faintly grinning white mask worn by war surgeons who are effectively mercy killers. The Lord of Blood's curse enlivens the wearer when bloodletting occurs. Slightly raises attack power when there is blood loss nearby. Of the surgeons that were abducted by the Lord of Blood, none were able to tame the accursed blood. None but Varre, that is, though he was an exception. So Varre is like, supposedly like the most powerful of the war surgeons. Which is cool, considering he's like the first NPC you meet in the game. I think that's nice. Alright, I'm going to attempt to just loot. This doesn't feel like it's going to go well. I'm just going to kill this thing. Cool. Definitely better off killing it. I think it's just a stone sword key or something. Cookbook 24. Swarm pot, roped fly pot. And we picked up 12 earlier too, which teaches cursed blood pot. Okay, that is it for this area. So what we can do is we can go back to the Dynasty Mausoleum entrance. The reason I'm saying Dynasty is because that's how they pronounce it in the game. I would normally say Dynasty. Okay. So, this like legacy dungeon area is quite small. I recommend just running past these guys. However, there are a couple that will run at you, such as that one. They're kind of obvious, like when it's going to happen, you know? You could tell. All right. But there's just so many of them that, I don't know, killing them isn't exactly worth it to me. Hello. You do need to watch the mist because sometimes it can lead to some blood loss. Okay. This giant sack of blood, you don't need to kill it. It doesn't reward anything special. I think just some excrement, actually. Seriously, it's nothing to write home about. In here, though, I do believe there's a path to a talisman. Stone sword key. Maybe it's over here. Clearly, they're all praying to something. We'll find out what. I could have sworn there was a treasure to drop onto. Bro, why are you killing the worshippers over there? What's wrong with you? Alright, maybe not. Anywho. Go ahead and equip your lantern. We're going to fight a couple of sanguine nobles in here that will appear from behind us. So you need to be on the lookout with your ears. That sound is a merchant. Okay, he sells Festering Bloody Fingers, 5 Stone Sword Keys, 3 Rune Arcs, and a Lost Ash of War, along with Bird Bolts and Dwelling Arrows. So nothing like terribly special, but if you need more Stone Sword Keys or... Dead. As soon as I saw him take out that dagger, I remembered. I just want to check to see how many Stone Sword Keys I have, because I still need a couple. 15. I have plenty to finish the game. Okay. Get a Lord's Rune, but then there's also something else in here. This is a level 10 Glovewort. And then that's just a Golden Centipede. There are a couple more Sanguine Nobles here. Basically, as soon as we come down here, you can see this guy fighting them. Oof, close. Okay. You can see a level 9 Glovewort up there. Yeah, these things tend to appear behind you. Definitely gonna have blood loss here in a sec. Cool. Just get rid of the blood loss best I can. Okay, great. So that's it for this cave. Yeah, Newman's Rune, level 10 Ghost Glovewort. kill a couple sanguine nobles, and here we are. Okay. Yeah, let's spend. What is the dex soft cap? Dexterity soft cap Elden Ring. I think it's 80. $20, $55, $80. Let's go to $55. Got real far on that. Okay. So we're going to collect one more major thing here. There's a sanguine noble on that altar. Mother of God. Now, the sanguine noble was guarding a treasure. Oh, it's bad. You don't want to be up against the ledge because you don't want to get cartwheeled off. Woo! Open the pit up, bro. Okay. Ow. Rude. Okay. Are there any left? Okay. This guy's guarding a chest. Big item inside. Another somber ancient dragon smithing stone. I'm telling you, they just keep coming. So if you fall down there, it's not a big deal. It just leads back to the cave. All right. We need to talk about something very important. So let's rest at the site of grace. Probably level up one more time. All right. Nope. 5,000. Yeah, let's crack open a 5K. Finally tell you how much it's worth. I saw they added that in the patch. Okay. Alright. We need to talk about a system that some people don't even know exists in the game. I have used this system many times throughout this walkthrough, but generally as a last resort. That system is the Wondrous Physic. The Wondrous Physic is a flask. I'll show it to you right here. I always have it on my bar. It allows you to combine 2 tiers that are typically dropped by Erdtree avatars. It allows you to combine 2 tiers into a physic flask, and then when you drink it, you get the effect of both of those tiers. So typically, I have a Crimson Crystal tier, which restores half of my max HP, and an Opaline Bubble tier, which significantly negates damage received. Now, if you do not have this flask, you can get through this boss fight without it, but you're not supposed to, okay? What you want to do is you want to come over here, back in Limgrave, to the Third Church of Marika. This is literally near the beginning of the game. Inside of the Third Church of Marika will be the Flask of Wondrous Physic, and then that unlocks the system that allows you to combine tiers at the Sites of Grace. Perhaps most importantly, you need to come to the Second Church of Marika in Altus Plateau up here, and you need to defeat an NPC invader here named Eleonora. Bloody Finger Eleonora. Eleonora will, or Eleonora, will drop a very specific, very special tier. That tier is this one, the Purifying Crystal tier. Purifying Crystal tier purifies the Lord of Blood's curse. If you have this tier in your flask, you will be able to negate a mechanic in this upcoming boss fight. I will tell you when to drink it, but it allows you to survive the phase transition. Now, you can do it without it. It's possible. I just don't recommend it. Because if you drink this flask, you won't take hardly any damage at all. You'll take like 3 HP worth of damage. The boss here is Mohg, Lord of Blood. Similar to Margit and Morgott, we have fought Mohg once before. We fought him in the bottom of the capital. So phase 1 with Mohg is the same as when we fought him as Mohg the Omen. It is literally the same exact fight. He does all the same things, nothing new. He has the shower, he can throw the blood flame at us, he has his delayed swings. He does all the same things. However, throughout this phase, he will, when he gets to like 80%, 70%, and 50 or 60% HP, he will put a mark on you. And this mark will be used for the phase transition between phases 1 and 2. So that's the mark right there. He counts down 3, 2, 1, 0. So that's 3. And then, throughout the fight, he keeps adding more marks. During the phase transition, he will say nihil 3 times, which I think is Latin for 0, or maybe German. Either way. When he does that, or when he begins to phase transition, that's when you want to drink your flask. You can drink it earlier. You can, but there's kind of no point. Especially if you have other benefits within the flask, like if you have one that restores half your HP or something, you can do that. Ow. I'm mostly just sort of explaining as we go here. I'm deliberately trying to take it slow. Normally I'm way more aggressive on this boss. Alright, so yeah, he does the shower. He'll probably count down 2 right now. Yeah. Duo. Okay. So Un is probably coming soon. Yeah, as we get that. He's going to shower. He's definitely going to count 1 now. There we go. Alright, drink your special flask. And then watch. So he is restoring his health. However, we have not taken any damage, really, from that special phase transition. So now we can fight Mohg, Lord of Blood, proper. He sprouts wings, obviously. All of his attacks kind of get buffed. The one you really got to watch out for is when he drives his trident into the ground. When he does that, it's going to explode on the way out. So you can stand all the way to his right. Or, sorry, all the way to his left. Oh, shit. Anyway, you can stand all the way to his left. That's when, okay. You can stand all the way to his left and not get hit by it. But I recommend actually getting behind him a few steps away because he has a long recovery on it, so you can still get in and get a couple hits. But that's basically the fight. So the other thing that I want to mention is during Phase 2, you want to use the whole of the arena because he's going to start filling things up with Blood Flame. So you can just run towards this backside and, you know, not have to deal with it so much if you're quick about it. Whoa, nice. Okay, that was great. Alright, drink your flask. Very good. And then you can just really just start wailing on him. I'm not going to summon Teak for this fight. I'm going to do this all myself. Ugh. Yeah. Alright. This is what I mean by using the whole of the arena. Yep. We're going to run through that. Yep. Yep. Please just let me out of here. Oh my god. I can't get away from this fucking guy. Alright. We're good now. That took a while. You can do the disco shower. You kind of always... Jesus. You always want to do your best to roll into him. The reason for this is because he spreads blood flame that goes behind you. So rolling into him will make it so you always clear that. However, it does make you susceptible to certain other attacks. But the blood flame is always going to be spewing off of his trident. So this is the explosion. Yep, tons of damage. Built up a lot of blood flame as well. Lucky flask right there. That was a very lucky flask. Shit, man. Explosion, probably dead. Oh my god. Double pump. Thank god. Ugh, dude, please. Good music. Running low on flasks here. This isn't great. Yep, blood loss on that. Just look for openings as you can get them. It is hard. Oh my god. One flask remaining. I don't know how I survived. Dead. That was sloppy. That was quite sloppy. It's okay, though. We're getting him pretty far down. Since I'm not going to be summoning Teak, I may as well just lay into him with Rivers of Blood. May as well use some tool that I have. I do like this fight a lot. It might be one of my favorite Shard Bearer fights. Come on. Oh my god. I have to know what my HP is. 19. Impressive. God damn it. I don't know how that just happened. Wow, dude. Yep. delay. Wasting a lot of flasks here. All right, let's go. Seriously? Well, I managed to avoid all that, which is good. Oh, spoke way too soon. This actually feels like a wash. Yeah, I'm kind of getting rinsed here. What? Okay. I feel like I rolled through that, but sure. Okay. Try it again. I'm feeling confident. I feel like I just keep making dumb mistakes and like not take my own advice of using the whole arena. Like I'm just trying to stay on top of them, which is very stupid. Thought that was going to be the shower. That is. I don't think I've ever seen him just do that raw. Yeah, I would see it after that. Okay. Yep. Bad timing. Oh, why couldn't get him on the other side of that? For real? Come on. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, I do feel like we're in a better place starting out than we usually are. Ow. Gonna drink. Let's back up here. That was kind of close. Very dumb. I don't know why I tried being aggressive there. It was very stupid. Yeah, I'm paying for this fucking dearly right now. This is absurd. None of this would have happened had I gone in for that. Or had I not gone in for that. Yeah, this flew off the rails because I did one thing wrong. Which, being perfectly honest, I respect when that happens. Like, when games make you pay so dearly for tiny mistakes, I don't mind. Like, yeah, please teach me a lesson. Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, this just continues to get worse. I love it. One day I'm going to learn the timing of that. It's not today, though. Shouldn't have done that. I pressed square to drink. Well, folks, it's like I said. The optional stuff here is no joke. It is violently no joke. The Mohgwyn Dynasty Mausoleum. Still not going to summon Teak, though. We can do this on our own. That was so clean, but became so uncontrolled because of a tiny mistake that I made. That was all my fault. That wasn't weird hitboxes. That wasn't like getting pushed into a wall. That was pure, unadulterated, bad moves by your boy SJC. That was cheap. Usually I get damage on that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right, come here, Daddy. Ow. Choo-choo. Ugh. Yeah, that's fine. Dude, why does that keep happening? All right, we're gonna pull this back here. Every time. Fucking every time. It might be death. Reset the clock here. That was luck. I should be dead. I keep expecting him to do the trident charge, but he just like never does it. That's what I keep expecting. That's why I don't do anything. Yeah, I keep expecting that. Mm-mm. Motherfucker. Why did this get out of control? Shouldn't have gone for 3. Dead. Why did I roll so early? God damn it. Why did I roll early? It wasn't the jump that killed me, it was the roll. Man, my phase 1 is so clean. All right, come here. Come on. Every goddamn time. It's the big flutter that really screws me up. Come here, you big bird. Early. Gonna die from a bleed proc. Dead. Good night. Go to bed, bitch. Okay. Oh, Miquella. Okay. So, let's read what we just picked up. The Remembrance of the Bloodlord. Remembrance of Mohg, Lord of Blood, hewn into the Erd Tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the Finger Reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. Wishing to raise Miquella to full godhood, Mohg wished to become his consort, taking the role of monarch. But no matter how much of his bloody bedchamber he tried to share, he received no response from the young Empyrean. So, there is... So clearly, like, Mohg, whether or not it was love or whether or not it was just trying to seek power, Mohg was Miquella's consort, which typically means, like, somebody you have sex with to breed your brood. You know what I mean? Let me just double check on what consort actually means, but nope. Consort. A wife, husband, or companion, in particular the spouse of a reigning monarch. Yeah. So he tried to become his husband, I guess. Typically you hear consort as far as like a dragon consort, you know? Or, you know, old English. Anyway. So he tried to be together with Miquella. It didn't really work out. He was, you know, trying to, you know, do stuff with blood magic or whatever. Miquella is inside of this egg. So this is Miquella. A lot of folks think that Miquella is going to be part of the DLC because he is, spoiler alert, the only demigod that you don't see. Only Shardbearer that's mentioned in the game that you don't have any sort of real interaction with. So, yeah. Now, the other thing is that Miquella's Halig tree is, you know, up here, which is where we're going to go next. It's unclear if Miquella, like, is the source of the Halig tree and then Mohg stole him, or something else. Like, maybe Miquella split in two and part of him is still inside the Halig tree. A little unclear for me, at least. Maybe there's an explanation on a wiki somewhere that helps, but for me, it's still a little bit unclear. The only other thing that I want to show you here is this. So, this is Shifa River. If you recall, like, all the times that we were in Shifa River, you could see this glowing Acropolis on a hill here. Well, now you've been here. Now you know what it is. So this is all Lower Shifa River. This is the bridge that came from Nokron. This is where he fought the Mimic Tier out here. The bridge. This leads to the Knight's Sacred Grounds and all that. This is it. And then where you show up when you end up fighting the Crucible Knight is not visible. I could have sworn it was visible. Maybe not. But it's in this general direction. Yeah, it's over here. Right? Or is it down here? No, it's down here. My bad. This is where you teleport there from the 4 belfries. You come down here. You get the talisman there. You fight the Crucible Knight here. That's it. All right, so that is it for Mohgwyn Palace, the final part of Shifa River. Okay. So there's one thing left to do. And since we have discovered the location of another demigod, we can speak with Gideon.
I see. So Miquella was with the Lord of Blood after all. That is some fine intelligence indeed. With it, the final clue has been brought into the light. One of the last few pieces of the round table. I need to put everything together. As promised, allow me to impart to you the last of the secret rites, known only to me. Well, I wonder what comes next. If he continues his slumber within the cocoon, all would be well. But perhaps it would be safer to destroy it. Miquella is the one thing that remains a mystery to me. Oh, so that's where the so-called Lord of Blood was hiding himself, eh? A fitting little squat for that deluded maniac to bleat about the revival of his precious dynasty. While he turns our fellow tarnished into bloody fingers, let him stay there. That way, his delusions will remain as they are, distant and unattainable. But perhaps it's worth looking into. If what I've heard is right, then maybe. Ah, my apologies. Lost myself for a moment there. The information you shared is of great value. As promised, your reward. And it is a wondrous thing indeed. You are a true fellow. All I ask is that you remain constant.
Okay.
There are 4 more demigods. Miquella of the Halig Tree, the Unalloyed, his twin, Malenia, the undefeated swordswoman, Luna Princess Rani, daughter to Renala, and the one Rani is said to have saw here. If you should learn, I'll trade you. We both as such.
Okay. So, Gideon, for telling him about Miquella and Mohg, he gives us a spell, which is the Law of Causality. Says, one of the incantations of the Golden Order fundamentalists, one of the key fundamentals, manifests the small ring of causality within that allows the caster to automatically retaliate upon receiving a certain number of blows. The fundamentalists describe the Golden Order through the powers of regression and causality. Causality is the pull between meanings, that which links all things in a chain of relation. So, similar description to regression. So, regression is the pull of meaning, causality is the pull between meanings. Interesting. Then he also gives us Fever's Cookbook 3, which teaches Bewitching Branch. Huh. I think Fever is Miquella, a record of crafting techniques left by a man who is utterly captivated by Saint Trina. He continued the search for her in his slumber. How do you craft a bewitching branch? Is it Miquella's lily? Yeah, Fever might be Miquella. Okay. Well, maybe. Yeah, so that's it. Can we level up our shield anymore? Nice. Okay. So, that is Mohgwyn Dynasty. That is Mohg, Lord of Blood. Oh, the final thing we got to do is activate Mohg's Great Rune. So in order to do that, we need to go to the Divine Tower of East Altus, which we unlocked after we defeated Morgott, the Omen King. And now that we have Mohg's Great Rune, we're able to activate it. So if you remember, Mohgwyn's was like right here. Or, sorry. Morgott's was right here. Now Mohg's is here. They are twin brothers. That's why you use one tower to activate both. See, they're very similar. A great rune of the Shardbearer Mohg. Its blessing grants the blessing... That's funny. Its blessing grants the blessing of blood to summoned phantoms and imparts a phantom great rune upon successful invasion. Mohg and Morgott are twin brothers, and their great runes are naturally similar. But Mohg's rune is soaked in accursed blood from his devout love for the wretched mire that he was born into, far below the earth. Yeah. Dark. Okay. So that's it for that. Next time in the Elden Ring walkthrough, we are going to go back to the Consecrated Snowfield, and we are going to solve the mystery of the liturgical town. I think it's called the liturgical town. Once we solve that mystery, we'll be able to enter the Halig Tree. And then from the Halig Tree, we will progress through the entirety of the area called Miquella's Halig Tree. And there is a boss at the end of that. And then we will end it there. So that's next time. The time after that is going to be when we fight the hardest boss, in my opinion, in From Software history. If not all of video games. Like, this boss is nuts. But still got a little while before we do that. If you thought Mohg took me a lot of attempts, I expect her to take me many more. So, we'll see. But that's it for now. Let me give a thank you to my channel members. Yes, thank you very much. This page sometimes takes a minute to load. Come on. There you go. All right, thank you very much to John Aldrich, Tammy Skinner, Hector J. Estrada, Joe Saunders, Daniel Cockerill, Spencer Young, Phoenix Loader, Jude Lazowski, Beats Hyde, The Old One, Good Luck, Stu J. Mac 26, and Ryan Holzman. Thank you all so much for the support. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. You can also support by leaving a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below the video. All right, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.